It's New Year's Day. This is just breaking that Cutter Boley is leaving UK and putting his name in the portal. Of course, if you've been watching my channel, you're on my lives, this is no surprise. We told you 2 weeks ago, one of his family members, shout out to Julie, who said he's probably going to leave. She emailed me Arizona State, but said don't say it. So KSR is reporting Arizona State. So am I surprised he's leaving? No, absolutely not. I knew once I watched Will Stein's offense, the power spread. Look, you got to have a running quarterback, guys. You got to have a guy that can, in the playoff game against James Madison, they were on the 15-yard line, and their quarterback, they dropped back, and he out-sprinted linebackers and cornerback to the pylon for a touchdown, okay? So you have to be able to somewhat be a running quarterback to play in that offense. I knew. And his second, the ball's got to come out quick. You cannot, no offense to Cutter Boley. His skill system would not fit well in this offense. And I said it from day one. Said it on all my videos, said it. That's no knock on him. He's a drop back quarterback. He's really good. I'm sure if he goes to Arizona State or wherever, he's going to make a lot of money. And yeah, that's great. But it was not going to work in our system because you cannot hold on to the ball. And that's one thing that happened, he consistently did was look at the blitz and hold on. You can't do that. You got to make a read and the correct read, and the ball's got to come out. So it does not surprise me. Now, all you people that wanted Mark Stoops gone, you can't have it both ways. He's gone. If Mark Stoops would have stayed, he would have stayed. But Mark Stoops didn't. So you wanted him gone. So look, he's gone. So Bush Hamdan, you wanted Bush Hamdan's at Mississippi State. He's gone. So yeah, you can't have it both ways. Okay, that's part of the deal. Stoops goes, he goes. So yeah, Brad White's at Florida. Everybody goes. But it is what it is, guys. All of us, look, we needed a change, but that's the cost. Plus, Cutter Boley might have wanted a lot of money. We don't know what the deal is. I heard KSR speculating. We don't know what happened. His family member was telling me that a lot of people were calling him on the phone. So he was getting calls, okay? And he's not a good fit for this offense anyway. Yeah, just go back and watch my video on James Madison. I did not do one. They shut out, today they shut out Texas Tech, Oregon. I'm not going to go over that game. Look, you saw the power spread. It's quick. You got to be able to, you need a running quarterback. So will we get Austin Novosad from Oregon? Well, he put his name in the portal. And so there's the clue right there. Why, if he was going to start at Oregon next year, why would he put his name in the portal? 2 + 2 = 4. I know someone said KSR said he's not coming here. Look, I don't care what anybody said. He may not come here, but 2 + 2 = 4. As I told you with Cutter Boley, 2 + 2 = 4. He can't run that offense. No, he's not. He's going to leave. I said it. Just a couple days ago on my live. Look, I would bet that he would leave. And he did. And look, it doesn't matter why. We wish him the best. But that's the way the portal era is going to work. Okay. But Novosad has 3 years under his belt, but he hadn't played. So I don't know how many years of eligibility he has. Maybe he has 2 years left. Maybe he has 3 years left. I don't know what the redshirt issues are or anything like that. So, but I can tell you this. I watched him warming up in the James Madison game. If you look at him, he looks like a quarterback. Okay. He's a big dude, and I think he's 6 foot, 220. Look, he's pretty ripped. Like he's a ripped dude. So, obviously he would be a good addition. Now, look, we lost some more defensive linemen today, New Year's Day, as I'm making this. So yeah, we lost a defensive lineman, the Smiths, offensive and defensive lineman, Gerard Smith and his brother. I think it's his brother. So we've lost a lot of people, guys. I hope we don't lose Chris Rodriguez. But look, I keep telling you guys, and I'm not saying it to be a smart. We're building a Walmart team. Okay, we're building a Walmart team. We're not going to spend as much money as Alabama. Alabama's getting their ass beat by Indiana, by the way. Congratulations to Indiana. All my fans here in Indiana and Evansville, I know they're happy tonight. So congratulations to them. But they just. And this kangaroo black dude is that if you're I know you won't see this, but dude, don't get on your channel and start making fun of Vandy and Tennessee, and when you get your ass kicked worse than they did. Yeah, that nothing irks me more than that. That dude, I know you're playing a character there, but dude, that's a bad character to play. Anyway, let's get back to Kentucky and Cutter Boley. We need everybody. We forget backup. We don't have starters. at most positions. So hopefully he will bring people with him. We're going to get in the portal, scratch and dent. You're the scratch and dent player. Scratch and dent. Think of appliances. We'll take you. Can you play? We'll take you. We need wide receivers, guys, to run this spread. Look, we got the running backs, Dowdell and Patterson. I like both those guys. You probably need to add one or two more. But those two guys, Dowdell played for Oregon. Okay. So he's already played in this offense. I think that Stein was running an offense 3 years ago. I'm not sure. But yeah, but wide receivers. Look, guys, look, you got to win one-on-ones. We need wide receivers. I hope Rodriguez, the tight end, lines up as a wide receiver, okay? Most of the time, he's the wide receiver. So, yeah, hopefully we keep Rodriguez. And, look, we need offensive linemen, guys. We don't have any. Wilberly, the center, and, yeah, I mean, defensively, Marquise Humphrey-Grace. We got a couple linebackers, a handful of people in the back, Ty Bryant. But, look, we need everybody. Look, don't get your expectations up the first. It is going to take time to build a football team in the SEC. Look, it's going to take time. I'm going to be nice and say 2 years, okay? But it might take longer than that. So, look, first of all, Will Stein's not going to be here because they won. So he's, and they play Indiana. And look, they only lost 24-20, so they could beat Indiana. So they're that good. They shut out Texas Tech. So that was impressive. So, yeah, that would be a good game. But we need to get Will Stein here. But as far as our quarterback situation, guys, look, he's got a plan, okay? He's not, like I said, Nova Sad put his name in the portal, and then Cutter Boley put his name in the portal. Okay, come on, man. Yeah, like I said, 2 + 2 = 4 here. He might not come here, but if I was betting, it's probably coming here. So, I'm going to make this a short episode of the first episode of this podcast, which we will do right back here. Feed the Studs. Put a little logo up here for you guys. I'm going to keep that up there. And I'll do a podcast. I'll try to do one once a week, especially, during basketball to keep up, because everything's going to be basketball now, to keep up with football. But no, guys, look, what's going to happen? Look, he's got a plan for quarterback. So I'm not worried about that. If it's Nova Sad, then great. But we should find out pretty quick, because the portal opens tomorrow, or today. You're probably watching this. So, yeah, let's start signing some people, and hopefully the staff is working on it. Our defensive coordinator is already there, Bateman, offensive coordinator Sloan. Evidently, there's a lot of LSU offensive linemen in the portal. So, hey, grab whoever you can get. Like I said, we're not going to be able to just buy a team the first year, guys. Okay, we're spending way too much money on basketball right now. So, look, it's going to take time, but it's going to be exciting. Once he gets his team built, this offense will work. If you have not seen any of my videos on Will Stein's offense, you can go back in my archives and look. I show you the outside zone run, some of the pass plays, the mesh concept. We go over the 4-2-5 defense that Bateman's going to run. So all that stuff is in my archives. But I did just want to do a really quick first episode to talk about Cutter Boley. Obviously, he's a Kentucky boy. Wherever he goes, we wish him well. Like I said, his skill set just was not it's not best for this spread offense that Will Stein's going to try and run. So does it surprise me? No. Hey, I've been telling you. And so once again, shout out to Julie. Got a lot of subscribers, guys, that are fans that are on here. So look, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We do lives every week. We'll be covering basketball now. We will cover basketball, but we will cover football also. We do both equally here. I have a short section of my channel that has football and basketball, and I just started this podcast. We do lives, so we got a lot of stuff planned for the winter, and we're going to have the portal and new players and spring football, and then what's the basketball team going to do when we get to March? A lot of stuff going on. So, hey, like I said, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for listening to my first episode. There'll be more episodes to come. Go Cats.